Rakim Athelaston Mayers, known professionally as ASAP Rocky, is an American rapper, music producer, and record executive. Born and raised in Harlem, he embarked on his musical career as a member of the hip-hop collective ASAP Mob, from which he adopted his moniker. In August 2011, Rocky's single Peso was leaked online and within weeks began receiving radio airplay. Rocky released his debut mixtape Live Love $AP, later that year to widespread critical acclaim. The success of what is considered his breakout project led to a joint venture record deal with Polo Grounds Music, RCA Records, and Sony Music Entertainment. His debut studio album Long Live $AP debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and was later certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. The album was preceded by Rocky's breakout single, Fuckin' Problems, which was nominated for Best Rap Song at the 2014 Grammy Awards. In 2015, Rocky released his second album, titled At Long Last $AP. The album was Rocky's second consecutive album to debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and received mostly positive reviews from music critics. The album's single, $D, was nominated for Best Music Video at the 2016 Grammy Awards. In 2018, Rocky released his third album, Testing, which peaked in the top 5 of several countries, including the Billboard 200. Rocky has won a BET Award, 2 BET Hip Hop Awards, an MTV Video Music Award Japan and an MTV U Woody Award, as well as being nominated for 2 Grammy Awards, 6 World Music Awards, 3 MTV Video Music Awards and 2 MTV Europe Music Awards. Rocky has also directed music videos for himself, Danny Brown, and other AP Mob members. Furthermore, he produces records under the pseudonym Lord Flacco. Early life. Rakim Athelaston Mayers was born on October 3, 1988, in the Harlem neighborhood of Manhattan, New York City. His father is from Barbados. He has an older brother and an older sister, Erica. Both Rakim and Erica's names are taken from the Eric B. and Rakim duo. His cousin is fellow ASAP Mob member ASAP Nast. Mayers started rapping at age 9, when he moved to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He learned how to rap from his older brother, who also wore the cornrows hairdo that AP Rocky later adopted. When Mayers was 12 years old, his father went to jail in connection with selling drugs, and later died in 2012. When Mayers was 13, his brother was killed in Harlem. The death inspired Rocky to take rapping more seriously. Mayers grew up admiring Harlem-based rap group The Diplomats. He was also influenced by Mobb Deep, 3 6 Mafia, UGK, Run DMC, Wu-Tang Clan, and Bone Thugs-n-Harmony. AP Rocky spent his teenage years moving around homeless shelters with his mother and sister. After living for a period in a shelter with his mother in New York City, he moved to Midtown Manhattan. Career 2007–2011, career beginnings. In 2007, AP Rocky joined the AP Mob Crew, a Harlem-based collective of rappers, producers, music video directors, fashion designers, and bikers who shared similar interests in music, fashion, style, and art. It had been formed by AP Yams, AP Bari, and AP Ills. In July 2011, Rocky released his single Purple Swag, which quickly became a street anthem in New York City. In August 2011, Rocky's single Peso was leaked online and within weeks received airplay on the high-profile Hot 97 New York radio station. After he released a music video for his song Purple Swag, he received attention from several record labels. In October, he released the mixtape Live Love $AP to critical acclaim. Earlier that month, he signed a 2-year, $3 million record deal with Brian Leach's Polo Grounds Music, which at the time was distributed by Clive Davis' Sony Music division of J Records. Upon his record deal, Rocky started a label, $AP Worldwide, with $AP Yams. However, Rocky's deal with J Records would be short-lived, when on October 7, RCA Music Group announced that it was merging J alongside Arista and Jive Records into RCA Records. With the shutdown, Rocky will release future material under the RCA brand. On December 5, he was nominated for BBC's Sound of 2012 poll. 2012-2014, Touring and I Long Live. $AP/I. None. 2015-2017, I It. Long Last. $AP/I. None. 2018 Present, I Testing/I An Upcoming Album. None. Business Ventures. In October 2011, Rocky signed a record deal with Sony Music Entertainment worth $3 million. Rocky said that he saw a bigger platform for him and his collective with the deal. His first studio album planned to be under the deal, but it allowed him to continue releasing mixtapes through Sony/Red. Fellow rapper and AP Mob member AP Ferg also signed a joint venture deal with RCA distributed Polo Grounds Music, who released his single Work, for retail on iTunes, and later announced an official remix featuring Rocky, French Montana, Schoolboy Q and Trinidad James. In 2013, he released his AP merchandise brand, and went to collaborate with high-profile fashion designer and close friend Raf Simons. On October 2, 2014, AP Rocky announced he had officially signed a contract for worldwide representation with William Morris Endeavor. In February 2016, Guess released a collaboration with Rocky called Q $, which was inspired by Rocky's admiration for the brand's vintage 90s clothing that he wore while growing up. Personal life. From 2011 to 2012, Rocky dated Australian rapper Iggy Azalea. He began dating model Chanel Iman in early 2013, and in April 2014, they were reported to be engaged, but broke up in June 2014. On May 19, 2021, Rocky revealed during an interview with GQ that he is currently in a relationship with Barbadian singer Rihanna, describing her as the love of my life. The two were first linked in 2013, after Rocky opened up for Rihanna's Diamonds World Tour. On January 31, 2022, People reported that the couple is expecting their first child. On May 19, 2022, it was confirmed that Rihanna had given birth to a boy, yet to be publicly named. Rocky was a pescatarian. In 2012, he transitioned to a vegetarian diet with the help of his vegan manager after learning the horrors of the poultry industry. On his 2019 single Babushka Boi, Rocky stated he is now a vegan. Rocky has said that while he was raised in a Christian household, he does not like going to an organized church, and instead has own relationship with God. I pray every day before I go to sleep. He addresses these views in the song Holy Ghost on his 2015 album It. Long Last. ASAP. During Rocky's 2019 incarceration in Sweden, he prayed to keep himself occupied. Legal issues. In 2006, AP Rocky served 2 weeks in Rikers Island for drug dealing, where he shared a cell with future rapper Casanova. On July 19, 2012, he was arrested after his alleged participation in a brawl that took place in downtown Manhattan involved a 21-year-old artist named Irome. In July 2012, he was sued for allegedly violently attacking an innocent man after being spotted doing illegal drugs in a clothing store in New York. He was later arrested for assaulting 2 amateur photographers who took photos of the incident. That incident ended with a plea bargain where he pled guilty to grand larceny for trying to take their cameras. On August 31, 2013, A$AP Rocky allegedly slapped a woman during the Budweiser Made in America festival in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was charged with misdemeanor simple assault, a Class 2 misdemeanor. The case was dismissed after a witness failed to appear in court. The woman later filed a lawsuit in July 2014, asserting that she still suffered certain conditions as a consequence of the alleged assault. A$AP Rocky stated that he never touched the woman in question and that she should have known that there could be trouble in place with so many people. The lawsuit was settled between the two in April 2015. In late September 2015, Rocky was sued by his former manager, Geno Sims, for an alleged breach of agreement, prompting him to countersue. The lawsuit sought $300,000 in damages. 4 years later, in 2019, Rocky and Sims reached a legal agreement, dropping both suits against one another. Assault in Sweden. In July 2019, A$AP Rocky was arrested initially for aggravated, then for simple assault in Stockholm, Sweden, after an altercation in the street against a man named Mustafa Jafari and another person that involved A$AP Rocky and 3 of his entourage on June 30. Jafari was beaten, kicked, and cut with broken bottles when down on the ground. He suffered several cuts, requiring stitches, and a fractured rib. A$AP Rocky uploaded 2 videos of the incident to Instagram. In the first, he and his entourage repeatedly asked 2 young men, including Jafari, to stop following them as the latter complains about his headphones. In the other, created from footage of assorted events, Jafari's headphones break during a scuffle, and he is seen hitting A$AP Rocky's bodyguard with them. A woman is also seen in the video, accusing the 2 men of groping. Henrik Olsen Lelia, the defense attorney for A$AP Rocky, maintained that his client acted in self-defense after being attacked by Jafari. A$AP Rocky's bodyguard filed a counter-complaint against Jafari, and Jafari was initially suspected of harassment and minor assault or possibly attempted assault. The investigation against Jafari was dropped as prosecutors said he acted in self-defense, after being grabbed by the neck and pushed by the bodyguard. A$AP Rocky was arrested after being allowed to finish his gig at Stadion. As it was judged there was a risk that he may flee or tamper with evidence, he was kept in custody at Kronoberg Remand Prison until the trial, with 2 members of his entourage also under arrest. A$AP Rocky's ongoing tour was then put on hiatus due to the trial. He was visited by personnel from the U.S. Embassy shortly after his arrest. Several U.S. artists called for a boycott of Sweden due to the incident. A petition to release him was started. The family asked Al Sharpton for help. U.S. President Donald Trump tweeted his support for Rocky, and it was later revealed by Justice Minister Morgan Johansson that Trump had threatened trade restrictions against Sweden if Rocky was not released. Former U.S. Ambassador to Sweden Mark Brzezinski suggested that the government should intervene and speculated that racism may have been the cause of the brawl. Foreign Minister Margot Wallström said the government is not allowed to interfere, citing Chapter 11.3 of the Swedish constitutional instrument of government, which explicitly forbids the interference of politicians, or unrelated government offices, in the work of the courts of law. A$AP Rocky was convicted of assault, given a suspended prison sentence and asked to pay 12,500 kr in damages to the victim. The court could not decide who used the bottle, but said it was not a case of self-defense. As A$AP Rocky had already served over a month in jail for the incident before the sentence was handed out, it was determined that he did not need to serve any additional time. The conviction does not bar him from returning to Sweden. Alleged assault in Hollywood. On April 20, 2022, AP Rocky was arrested by LAPD officers upon arriving to the Los Angeles International Airport after a vacation with partner, Rihanna. He was arrested for a potential assault with a deadly weapon in a Hollywood shooting on November 6, 2021. Bail was set at $550,000 and he was released shortly after. After his arrest, detectives received a warrant to search his home for potential evidence. LAPD investigators broke into his home using a pry bar to force the gate open. Detectives took several boxes from his home to use as evidence. On August 15, 2022, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed charges against Rocky. Discography: Long Live, ASAP, At Long Last, ASAP, Testing, Filmography, Film, Television, Video Games.